I have a wonderful project for us to do. It is crazy fun. Now, I normally don't do yard art, not that I don't like it, it's just not something I do in my garden very often, but this one is adorable. And it'll make absolutely the most wonderful gifts, and it's super easy to put together. Hi, I'm Sonia with Suburban Gardening, and I want to take you through the steps to make this adorable. It's like a gift basket, but it's also a planter that you can have in your yard, or you can give away lots of these for gifts. Now, there's a lot of things going on with this planter that we need to fix, and I'm going to go over every detail so that you will be 100% successful. We're going to put beautiful flowers. I'd like to make one with pink and yellow motif, and I'd like to make a moon garden motif. Wouldn't that be beautiful? You can also do an herb garden in here. You can make a shade garden in here. Absolutely gorgeous. The neat thing is you can move it around if you need to change the environment for some reason. Let me go over what we're going to use, and that will give you a better idea of how this project is going to unfold. So the first thing that we're going to start with is some cardboard. I have 2 pieces of cardboard. They're about 5 by 12. I just cut a little flap off of a box. I have some Scotch tape. I have some zip ties. I have a little purse charm, which I think is so cute. I made a little card to put on there. Now, I also, of course, have this tote. This tote came from Target. It's not woven straw. It's actually woven plastic. So it, I think, is going to hold up really well out here. And then one of the key things is I have a small trash bag. And I'm going to keep it down in here. I poked a hole in the bottom of it so that the water would come out. And that way the roots won't get too much water and get waterlogged. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and make the moon garden first. It should be so much fun. I can't wait to do this. Super easy. The thing I need to do is I need to Scotch tape this bag onto the woven tote because it's just going to want to fall down and flop. So I'm just going to hold it just at the very tip, and I'm just putting the tape right here where it just meets up with the side of the bag. This will also help the integrity of the bag. As you can see, this bag is going to want to flop open. We do not want it to do that. So what we're going to do now is try to prevent that. With these cardboard panels, I'm going to put one on both sides. Now I'm putting them right in between the bag and the plastic bag and the woven bag because I don't want it to get wet. It'll probably end up getting a little bit wet, but that's okay. It'll be down inside here. This should really help with the integrity of this bag, holding it up so that it won't flop forward like this. I can tell already that it's helping. I'm going to go ahead and finish taping. I just want to make sure I get this right down on the edge of the tote bag. I'm probably not going to mess with it again, so this is probably going to stay this way. There we go. This bag is already helping with the integrity of this new planter. The other thing I need to do is just fill it up with soil, and I'm going to be using continuous feed fertilizer. This is what I always put in my pots. It works great. I never have a problem with it. What this will do is over time, it will let out fertilizer a little bit at a time. It won't just fertilize all at once, but over the weeks and months, a little bit of fertilizer will come out and be accessible to the plant roots. So that's what we want for long-lasting, beautiful bouquets. Now, I need to put some soil in here. Let me clear off my table. This actually takes as much soil as a potted plant would take. Now, I am using premium potting soil, and you guys have heard me talk about that before. Whenever I do a project like this where this dirt is sort of trapped in here and it can't really get out any further, I try to use premium potting soil because it's a little more sterile and it won't cause trouble down in here like grow mold and things like that. I'm going to fill it about 3/4 of the way full. I love my big scooper. Then I'm going to put the fertilizer down. I want this fertilizer to be down where the roots are, so it'll be accessible. I was a little bit generous because I know that I am creating this tote to last for several seasons, not just one. Push it in there a little bit, give it a little. Now see, I can tell already these sides are not collapsing because of that cardboard. So that's really working well. A bit more soil. I want to plant these beautiful plants right at the tippy top, maybe at half an inch below, because I know what's going to happen over time and they will start to sink a little bit. A little hole for the ranunculus. Now I have this beautiful ranunculus, absolutely gorgeous, and it's going to be my center to bring the height up. I have some other plants that are going in that are going to get tall as well. They're not tall yet. So I want to put this one right in the middle, about a half an inch from the top of this tote. Good. The other thing that I have are these great alyssum. Now the neat thing about these alyssum is that they're going to drape down the side of this basket. So I'm going to put them on either side. That way it'll just be a stunning arrangement when these things are just flowing all down the sides. And one more. Now I know that this ranunculus only has a short lifespan. It'll last about another month and then it'll die back like all ranunculus do. And there won't be this nice tall plant in the middle anymore. So I went ahead and I have some vinca. And what the vinca will do, these will get easily 18 inches high. And so they will compensate now for this ranunculus that's going to get really, eventually just won't be there. So basically what you can do, once that ranunculus dies back and it doesn't look good anymore, go ahead and pull it out. And all of these plants will have filled in and no one will ever notice. All I need to do now is pack them in, and then I'm going to show you a couple of secrets and a few little applications that are so much fun. Is this beautiful? Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. Honestly, I don't know how it could get any cuter, but we're going to make it even cuter than this. I sort of made a little bit of a mess, so let me grab my washcloth so I can clean this up a little. The really great thing about this tote is that it's made of plastic, so I don't really have to worry about it too much. Look at that. I can just wipe it off. It's absolutely perfectly clean. You'd never know I made a big mess. But there's more. What's going to end up happening over time is this is going to try to flop forward. So to keep it from doing that, I've got some zip ties. And what I want to do with these zip ties is I'm going to zip tie these handles together. Now it's a distance, so I need 2 zip ties. Basically put them like this. Hope you guys can see that okay. I'm going to put the zip ties around the handle. And then I'm going to maneuver it down inside here without breaking too many flowers. There we go. There we are. And pull it tight enough so it's holding that handle together. Perfect. Now that is going to keep these handles on the top from trying to collapse out this way. I'll do that on both sides. Now, once these plants start to get bigger and bigger, you won't even notice these zip ties. On this side, I only have little short white ones, so I'm going to put 3 of them together. So whatever you have around the house will work. Maybe bend it in the middle a little bit. But we just need to keep the integrity of this tote. You might have to mess with it a little bit, but that really will help in the long run to keep this from falling apart. Cool. Very nice. Okay, you guys, is this gorgeous or what? I think it looks absolutely stunning, and I feel pretty good about the integrity. I can feel that cardboard in there holding everything together. But I don't think we should stop there. I think we should keep going. So if this is going to be a gift, and especially the people I'm thinking of, they're not gardeners. So it's not likely that this would stay alive very long. So I went and I just got some really tough paper, and I'll write on here the care of this plant. And it'll basically be water me when the top part of the soil gets dry. I need to be in morning sun, and I leak. So put me someplace where I won't leak on anything that damages something. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck it in the back and just tie it on and tell them where it's at, because I know they're going to forget how to take care of it. Perfect. Okay. Now it's tucked down in there nice and safe. So the other thing that I thought would be great fun is to treat this a little like a purse. So you guys have seen purse charms, right? I thought if I was giving this to somebody, why not put a message with it? I have a little purse charm here that says, sometimes you forget that you're awesome. So this is your reminder. You could just hang that on there. Would that be cute? Well, this is going in my moon garden, which I just started it today right here. And this is a beautiful little bumblebee. And I just thought it would be so great. And the zip tie actually makes a perfect little place to hang my bumblebee. Isn't that adorable? Now, I made another one that's the motif on that one is yellow and pink. Let me get that so I can show you both of them because they came out beautiful. Here is the one that I did with a yellow and pink style or motif. As you can see, the baskets are a little different color, but they still look great. Now, what I did on this one was I had this little garden stick, and I just put that down in there until the flowers start to get a little bigger. So basically what you have in this one, you have beautiful snapdragons in the yellow and the pink. You have some vinca. These are just pink instead of the white ones. And some petunias that are yellow that are just gorgeous. Absolutely love these. I did the zip tie the same way. I did the sides with the cardboard, and it also has the bag in the middle. So these are identical put together. I just used different color of flowers. I think they came out great. You guys, I know that my friends are absolutely going to love this. They're going to go wild. They've probably never seen anything like it. And I cannot wait to share them with my friends. But I can tell you what, they're going to live at my house for a little while so I can enjoy them. And who knows, maybe I'll make several more because they're just so much fun to put together. Super easy. Head on up to your nursery and find out what kind of flowers they have right now. It's kind of chilly and I'm not working in the yard a lot right now. So this kind of a project is super fun and it brings in so much beauty. Don't forget, you can do all types of styles. You could have done an herb garden in here. You could do shade, just fill it up with cyclamen. It would have been absolutely gorgeous. Maybe you just want to do a sunflower garden and bring it to somebody who doesn't feel good. I think it would totally perk them up. And if you've got a purse charm hanging around, absolutely. So I actually got these purse charms on Amazon. They were very inexpensive. And everything that I use that I'm able to, I will put the products in the description below, so you guys can just click on it and have them really quickly. But I did get all these plants up at my local nursery because I just couldn't wait to get some flowers around here. We have so many fun projects coming up. I hope you guys will subscribe so you won't miss any of the episodes. And it's always fun to be in the garden with you. And thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time.